What's harder than trading 3 profitable days in a row? Trade number 4. Today's Friday, last day of the week. Let's get it. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that you put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so like I said in the intro, we've had 3 pretty awesome days in trading consecutively, and today's Friday. Actually, leaving out of town, so I'll be in Florida this weekend for my wife's birthday and watch Super Bowl, which should be fun. Let me know who you're rooting for in the comments. So, what happened yesterday? Um, let's start with oil. So, oil session one. Again, didn't trade this, but this was a loser yesterday. Oil was oil session one. Did pretty well this week, but took a loss there. I was not in this trade. I was in session two in oil, and this was absolutely brutal. I mean, a brutal trade. I was actually thinking about this trade um, a lot yesterday. I mean, this thing came a tick from hitting our full take profit twice. I mean, literally right to the tick. And the funny thing is, and to my benefit, in cash, same setup, it hit. On the eval through Top Step, did not hit by one tick. So while I of course prefer to hit in cash over eval, if this trade would have hit yesterday, we would have had a plus almost $500 day. In On the inverse, since this thing reversed all the way back down, knocked us out, that was a hit. So the nice win that we had in gold yesterday, we got activated at the 8:10 a.m. inside bar. Took a really nice profit there of $260 or $70. So after everything was all said and done, I ended off with a profit of $60 yesterday on the eval. So let's take a look at the evaluation. We currently sit at 49,962. $38 under for our $3,000 target. So working on this one. Funded the other one that we had on the Rob reversal. Speaking of the Rob reversal, left you guys this one on our video from yesterday, and this one hit. So 35 points. Was not able to take that on the new Express funded account through Top Step, but it is got everything working this morning. So hopefully we get another setup. Hopefully we get another profitable trade. But I think I mentioned in yesterday's video, sometimes you'll go through just a mistake after mistake after mistake, and those mistakes cost you because everything was winning. And it just seems like no matter where I was looking at the last couple of days, everything was winning and wasn't able to really capitalize on all of the moves. Not even the majority of the moves that I wanted to. Now that I'm all ready, now that I've got everything set, could I take a loss? Yes, absolutely. Is my mind going to be thinking about all of those winners that just kept repeating and repeating and repeating? Yes, it's a part of trading. It's difficult, but it is what it is. I also got a meeting this morning, 10 a.m. in the city. So I will probably only be trading gold unless session two comes in really early, but I'm not sure how that one's going to play out. So stick around for my trades and the trade recap for the day, and hopefully we get a 15-minute Rob reversal today. That would be awesome.
Or order filled. Order canceled.
All right, so here we get into our first setup of the morning. This is in gold. We get that green inside bar, which is my, as long as I get that bar between 8 a.m. Central Time and 9 a.m. Central Time, that's what time I am currently looking at trading gold. We do get activated into a long here, and right off the bat, it kind of ticks us into this trade, but does not get that force. Obviously, we've kind of been in a downtrend there, and now we've just been kind of sitting in a little bit of a range. So I'm hoping that we can get a breakout of the range to get our take profit here. Starting to get a little bit of a push, but we really need to break that high of the wick on that candle about 3 bars over to the left. Figured if we can get past that, we've got a great chance to hit our take profit. But then again, sellers kind of stepping in. Sellers have been kind of defending this entire spot for a long time now. So just looking here for a thrust upwards to take some profit, some early profit, which might be my only trade for today. So, but that's not the candle right there that you want to see. Obviously, that's kind of showing, a lot more strength on the sellers than the buyers currently have. And unfortunately, we're just never able to get out of this range that we kind of sat in. Took a full loss on this trade.
Stop filled. Order canceled. Target filled.
All right, so here we get, I am able actually to get into our oil trade this morning in session 2. It actually happened pretty close to the beginning of session 2, so I was still able to be in front of the charts. And, kind of the opposite setup with gold, where here we're in a clear uptrend. Oil was in an uptrend pretty much the entire morning. And then we get that resting period, we get that range that forms, and we get the inside bar, which to me it looked like a great setup at that point, just because, you're just looking for a small continuation of the trend. I'm not looking for huge moves. In fact, this is a pretty small trade. I think it's 12 or 13 ticks. So not a huge trade by our, I would say, anything close to what our average size trade in oil is. But here we're just kind of sitting at our entry price, not really, getting much movement from buyers or sellers. They're trying. The buyers are kind of trying here, but they've been in a cool down period. And if you're looking for strictly price action, this is probably a great trade because you're hopefully going on the continuation of the trend. But you can also say that, that maybe now you're looking for a leg down to continue going back up. So you can almost make a case on any chart. And what I'm really looking for is a very small movement, one way or the other, and I just let pure price action dictate exactly where it's going to go. And sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. In this case, everything kind of looked great, but the sellers were definitely in control of this trade. Small loss, but a compounded one with gold.
Stop filled.
Well, the morning strategies today did not fare very well. I had some great momentum this week on oil and in gold. And today just kind of gave up all that momentum. Took a $410 loss today on the morning strategies. One loss in oil, a loss in gold. Let's take a look at the gold trade from this morning. We get activated into the long, really no chance. This thing just wicks us out for our stop loss and then reverses all the way up. Still wouldn't have hit our take profit, but just an ugly loser this morning. And in oil, No trade in session 1. Session 2, we get activated at 9:05 a.m. and really small trade. We get activated to the long again, 12 ticks, reverses, knocks us out. This thing was trending all morning, the whole time up, gets into a range and decides to go and puke to the downside. Hey, that's what happens. We got to fight on this account next week. We got to get this account to the green and to the strong green. We need a good buffer. So the common theme over the last couple of weeks has been this Rob reversal. NQ, we're looking for 35 points, $700. Just got my brand new funded account back with this and wasn't able to take any of the 2 winners from the last 2 days in the new funded account. Missed it. Just total dumbness by me. But I was rewarded. I was worried that today I'd get a setup and then I would lose and then I'd be like all just pissed off with myself. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. It did not happen. We get a setup at 10:45 a.m. I'm long gone. This thing traded it on its own, which is fantastic because I bolted out of here after that loss in oil and literally just walked in through the door. It's 4:44 Central Time on the 9th, and you can see $700 on the funded account. Booyam, baby. Booyam. So this is a great start because now I got that $700 buffer in there, and just feels really good going into the weekend, knowing that the brand new funded account is doing okay. Now, so this one was good. It took some losses today in the cash account. Took that oil and gold, and then I was able to recoup a little bit some with the Rob reversal in cash, 2 micros. Still wasn't enough. Still negative on the cash account. So that part kind of sucked. But what can you do? Sometimes you got to take the good and the bad. All right, well, we're heading into the weekend. I'm off to Florida. I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl, spending the weekend with my wife down in Florida. It's for her birthday, so pretty excited about that. I will be trading on Monday, but I'll be trading from our place down in Florida. So let's see how it hasn't really treated me very well down there, but I'm pretty sure that we can change that. And man, if we keep getting these Rob reversal setups, be a nice little payday, that's for sure. So hopefully you guys are having as much fun on this channel as I am. If you are, please consider liking the video. That helps me out tremendously. If you want to follow along on my funded journey, on my prop account journey with Top Step, which obviously you guys know I just got recently funded again with, and you just want to follow along, the link to my Top Step affiliation is below. Super appreciate it. It's really the only revenue source that this channel has outside of YouTube. So any support, greatly appreciated. Leave me some comments. Let me know if you guys took this trade today, how you guys did, how the week did. I cannot tell you how many people in our Discord have gotten funded, have passed their evals finally, just with this NQ Rob reversal. So even if it helps a few traders out, that's awesome. So I'll see you guys next week. Happy trading, everyone.